Oh my gosh, I had a light bulb moment when I was watching a video on YouTube. It just came on my feed. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Let me watch this. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys have heard about the story of Amberlynn. So I was watching these guys who were talking about her, about her journey. So this is a lady who had started a YouTube channel all about weight loss journey. Like all of us, right? Apparently, she started this YouTube channel years ago with the aim of her documenting her journey to lose weight and then to also help motivate other people to lose weight as well. And as you know, the journey of losing weight is not easy and it hasn't been that easy for her as well. So this poor lady is set up to lose weight, but apparently on this whole journey, she kept on gaining weight and she struggled to lose weight, right? And she had all these excuses she would come up with, or so she would come up with all these reasons why she hasn't been losing weight. And instead of going down, she was kept on going up and up and up. And over the years, she actually gained 200 pounds. 200 pounds. So just from watching these guys talking about it and talking about this latest journey and all her habits and all the things that she's tried and all the stuff that's sort of helping her to lose weight, all the challenges she's facing and the excuses that she's using, made me look back at my own journey. Am I going this through the same way as her? I was like, oh, I hope not. So I don't know if you have any moments that when you hear something or you're watching something, it feels like they're talking about you as well, right? You start looking at yourself like, oh, that's like something that I do too. Yeah, I hope no one will be looking at this and be like, oh, this is what she's been doing, right? So I started looking back at my own journey. I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost the same thing, right? So scrolling down on my channel, if you look, the first video I made on this was 3 years ago. When I said, I'm starting my journey to lose weight as well, being like 300 and, I can't remember how much it was 319. And yeah, that whole year, nothing really happened. I kind of disappeared and never did anything, right? And I came back again the next year saying, I'm still fat, trying to lose weight, still motivated, still wanting to do this thing. And again, nothing really much happened, right? Then I came back again the following year. And the same thing. So this is almost my third, fourth year of the same, restarting again, wanting this whole journey of wanting to lose weight again and again and again. And just watching and those guys talking about Amberlynn and her struggles to start to lose weight, it just made me re-evaluate my own life and look back and be like, I can't have been doing the same thing, restarting and restarting, right? And I was like, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. It just made me look back and look at myself and do a big, deep soul searching, or whatever, reevaluating my life to say, when are those excuses going to stop? When am I actually going to really do something? I don't want to be like her. I don't know. I feel like it's so nice to say that, but I don't want to be in the same kind of path of having to be always like putting on weight instead of going down. It's like, okay, what's your point of your channel? If you're saying it's for weight loss, but you keep on putting on weight, right? So it's almost the same thing right now. It's like, okay, what's my point of my channel? I haven't really lost any weight from those past 3 years, right? I'm still big. I'm still in that 300 pounds, right? The only good thing which is going on for me is that I haven't really put on a lot more weight from when I started, right? I'm still kind of almost the same. I've just been costing around the same thing, right? Just doing weight fluctuations here and there, right? But I haven't really put on that much weight more for the past 3-4 years, right? I'm going to be almost the same as compared to her putting on 200 pounds after starting her weight loss journey. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I feel bad for her. I'm like, oh gosh, I know the struggles. So that kind of motivated me. I know it's crazy, right? It's crazy to get motivated by something like that. But that kind of motivated me. I'm like, I don't want to be in the same way anymore. I don't want to be in the same situation where I'm saying I'm doing this whole documenting my journey to lose weight, but each year nothing has really changed. I can't make 2025 be the same thing, right? I can't make this year go and still remain in the same place again. Something gotta give. something gotta give, something has to change. And that came from me having to, because I was just watching some videos, because I was feeling a little bit demotivated at the beginning after the first few days of the year. I was like, oh, what to do, in terms of my weight loss. I really want to lose weight, but I wasn't really doing anything to actually lose weight. And I was finding myself going back to my old habits, my old eating habits. And when I stood the scale, I was like, oh, I actually put like 2 pounds. So I was like, okay, we're going in the wrong direction. We're supposed to be going down, not going up. So I had to reevaluate myself again and stop those excuses, because I'm the queen of excuses. I know about excuses. I can come up with anything to justify me having extras helping of something. I'm like, I'm treating myself. I deserve it. Oh, I'm too bored. Let me just, munch on chips whilst watching TV mindlessly. Before you know it, it's like, I finished the whole bag of eating popcorn. Supposed to be sharing it, but eating it all. So I had to really look at myself of like, you know what? Enough excuses. Enough excuses. You can't keep on doing the same thing year after year after year. We're not going anywhere. We're just circling in the same place, remaining the same. Might as well change the name of this channel and stop this whole thing, right, of wanting to lose weight if I'm not really gonna lose the weight, right? So I said, enough excuses that I'm telling myself. Time to make some changes. So how am I going to be making some changes? So when I reevaluated this past week, when I was going through it, when I saw that I was going up instead of going down, I had to stop. So I started again with exercising again. So I've been doing some workout videos from YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. On YouTube. And the one exercise I did, oh my gosh, it killed me. The next day, it felt like I've used muscles that I've never used before. So I was in pain. I couldn't even move. And of course, being me, going back to my old job, I was trying to find ways to justify myself to stop exercising, because I'm like, oh, this is too painful. This is too hard. I'm too big for exercising. It's hard on my bones, hard on my knees, my ankles. I should be exercising. Let me lose weight first before I exercise. Well, you gonna lose weight without exercising. But I had to tell myself, after talking to some friends and family, right? They kept on pushing. It's like, you know what? When you do something that you haven't done, your body's gonna react. It's gonna be like, ouch, yeah. But the only way to move past that is to continue exercising. You can't just give up. You have to keep on pushing, right? So it's like, okay, I'll keep on pushing. I didn't want to go to the gym because I didn't want to be one of those people who show up at the gym first week of January because they're all excited about the new year, new me. And then after a month or so, they kind of disappeared, right? So I know I would do that. I'm not a really fan of a gym. I'm not. So I'm going to try to exercise at home. That's what I'm going to be doing. Gym, I've never been a gym person. I've never liked it at all. I prefer to be in my house, doing things in my house. I'm more of an introvert person, right? So I'm going to do things that's going to be working for myself. I'm not going to be setting myself for failure, because I know I'm going to be just making the gym rich and not going, just paying them all the money, right? So I continued on doing those exercises, and by the end of the week, I was feeling much better. That pain had gone. Surprise, surprise, surprise. That pain had gone. So that kind of gave me a big, push to continue on going. You can do this. So I also then evaluated my diet plan that I was going to do, right? Because before I was planning to just do like a low calorie, calorie deficit or whatever, just eating anything but just in moderation or a little bit less than what I normally eat, right? So when I tried that at the beginning, I found that I wasn't being disciplined enough to keep to that. I was finding every little excuses, going back to my old habits. It was so easy for me to justify an extra helping of something. To be like, just a little bit scoop, that won't hurt. Or just a little bit of this, one more piece won't hurt, right? Before you know it, I'm not really eating less. I'm not really reducing the amount, right? So I found it was way easier for me to go back into my old habits, eating habits, by just saying, I'm just eating a little small ball of popcorn when there's a big bowl next to it, right? So I kept on like, scooping one more and putting in that little one. Still a little one. So I was just like, I'm on my own worst enemy. I can just self-sabotage myself so easily if I was to do that. So I re-evaluated that, went back on the drawing board. I'm like, you know what? That's not for me. It works for other people, yeah. We're all different, right? It works for other people, but for me, this is not working. This is not working. And I didn't like the whole fact, like those some days when I was like, eating less, I was feeling so hungry, my stomach was grumbling. I didn't like that feeling at all. I know we have to be, get used to some hungriness on this trying to reduce and losing weight, right? But for myself, I absolutely hated that. And when I'm at work, I don't want my stomach to be grumbling. I don't want to be embarrassed in meetings and all this stuff. And your stomach is like, grr, and everyone's like, oh, here's this the bar for you. Eat. Shut that mouth or shut that stomach of yours. Stuff this in your mouth, So I didn't want to be in those positions of just feeling uncomfortable. So I said, yeah, this is not for me. This is not for me. So I then decided to go on a low carb, high protein, high fat diet kind of thing, because I've tried that in the past and I found that that works for me. I feel much fuller on those kind of meals than just reducing the calories. So I've been doing that, and I found like the other day I had like eggs for breakfast, and by midday, by lunchtime, I was still feeling full. My stomach was still feeling full. I wasn't having any of those rumbling in your stomach and feeling so hungry or anything like that. So I was like, this is what I like. This is what I like. So that's what I'm gonna be continuing doing moving forward from now onward, doing a low carb kind of diet with high protein and some fat in it, right? And then see how that goes. So my whole journey at this beginning, it's going to be more of experimenting to see more what helps for me, right? Because I need to make this change. I don't want to end up in those positions where I come back again next year still around the same weight and saying, yeah, I'm ready to start my weight loss journey again. I'm like, here we go again. Something like an old broken record, year after year, doing the same thing again, and nothing really changing. Would that be the definition of insanity? Yeah. So this year is my whole year of saying enough excuses. Time to take control of my life, time to make changes and actually lose weight. So my goal for this year is to lose 100 pounds, and I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm coming on here and documenting my journey, so that I can hold myself accountable, or you can hold me accountable to actually do this for this year. I've got so much weight to lose, and I know I can do that 100 pound if I was to really stick to things and be disciplined. So I'm saying for once to myself, I need to stick with something and actually lose the weight and stop making all these excuses and stop self-sabotaging. I need to stop that. Are you listening to yourself? Stop it. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So it's so surprising, when you are watching all these videos, when your motivation to continue on your path comes from, right? So for me, for this week, my motivation and my inspiration to keep on going came from watching that video of those guys talking about that lady Amber Jenny, and that just gave me that motivation to say, I need to lose weight, I need to work on this, I need to stop making the excuses like how she's been making excuses. I know the struggles of wanting to lose weight and all this stuff. I know exactly how she might be. Well, I might have some idea of what she's going through, right? Because I've been through that. I've been on those struggling to lose weight, right? Each year, nothing has really not changed, right? So I kind of resonate with her. So, but I don't want to continue on making those excuses for myself as well and keep on being the same place. And for myself, I said, I know I can lose weight by putting on the effort and to lose weight in a natural way. Because I've had discussions with my doctors where they've tried to get me to start on some medications to help with the lose weight, like going on Ozempic and all these other medications which are out there now to try to lose weight. Because I also have some health problems, right? I also have health concerns like high blood pressure. So they said if I was to lose weight, it'll help with some of those health problems. But for myself, I told my doctor that, before I get on that, I get what you mean, that I might need some help to lose weight. But for me, I don't want to just jump on that to be on those medication or try all those other ways to lose weight or be on surgery or do stomach sleeves or bariatric surgeries, those things, before I even go to that route, I need to actually put the effort on myself to lose the weight. Because if I was to be honest and be truthful, I haven't really put that much really effort for a long time to really say, hey, I've really tried everything. Nothing works for me. And then be like, okay, then give me those Ozempic so that I can lose weight. No, I haven't really tried, to be honest. I haven't really fully tried, 100% tried to say I've tried everything for me to justify agreeing to be on those medications to help me lose the weight. So until I've really done that and really saw that nothing has really changed and not to lose weight, then I'll be open to go back to my doctor. Like, oh, you know what, doctor? Your suggestion, give it to me. Give it to me. Give me those medication. I've tried everything and nothing has helped. Give it to me. So for now, I'm gonna have to keep trying by myself. Try this naturally, just exercising and watching what I eat and lose the weight. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I've struggled so many years and I know the challenges and everything. So I know what I'm facing. It's just all in my head. I just need to get this head, get out of my own head, get out of my own way and stop all these excuses and justification and self-sabotaging myself and actually accomplish this journey I've set myself to lose weight. So to start off with this year, my weight was 214, and as I mentioned before at the beginning, I wasn't really doing anything in terms of like working towards losing the weight, and I was going opposite direction and gained 2 pounds. So then I re-evaluated everything and started exercising more. And at work, I was doing walks at lunchtime. And that's a new thing for me. I don't do walks. But I started walking even in this cold weather. I was walking and getting those steps in because I said I need to make change. I need to stop making these excuses. I need to be more mobile. I need to move around more than I normally do because I'm more of a sedentary person. I just sit around all day. I sit and work. I drive while sitting. I come back home and I just sit on the sofa and watch TV. And that's it. And I just lie back in bed and sleep and do the same thing again the next day. So I've really made those changes and pushing myself to actually make and be more active. So I've really been pushing myself to be more active, going for all these walks, changing my diet so that I can reach my goal of losing 100 pounds by the end of this year and eating the low carb high protein diet again. So my current weight right now when I weighed today is 311.8. So I've gone down a little bit. So I'm happy about the little change that I've made there, and it seems to be working out. So I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to continue on and I'll keep you updated next week with my progress. So for yourself, what have you struggled with? What kind of excuses have you been giving yourself or saying so that you don't make any changes, right? What have you been doing to be in your own way of your own weight loss? So I feel hopeful and excited, and I'll see you in the next video.